Tell me the story about this exhibition.
Yeah, so Take Me I'm Yours really started in 1985, so 10 years before the actual exhibition started, when I met Christian Boltanski for the first time. I was 17 years old, and Christian told me, we only remember exhibitions which also invent a new rule of the game. And for me, as a teenager, having been obsessed by art, this was a very, very important moment to understand about the exhibition, that the exhibition is actually not just some works gathered, but that it's a medium in itself. And also this idea that we can actually invent new rules for exhibitions, new displays, but also new modalities. And so we discussed, and out of these discussions, many shows, came out. My kitchen show, which we did with Christian and with Fischli Weiss.
But in what years was it?
The kitchen show was 91. The Encounter was in 85, when I was 17 years old. And then in 91 we did the kitchen show, and then in 93 we did Do It, also with Bertrand Lavilliers. And then out of that, grew Take Me I'm Yours. And the idea of Take Me I'm Yours was actually a carte blanche. It was my first invitation to do something at the Serpentine. I was invited by Julia Peyton-Johns. It was the beginning also of our now very intense collaboration and wonderful collaboration, which then became permanent in 2006. But at that time, I was a guest curator. And
the principle? What is the principle of the exhibition?
The principle of the exhibition is that basically you mean the rule of the game?
Yeah.
Yeah. The principle of the exhibition, the rule of the game, is that people can actually take the works, that it's about dispersion, it's about dissemination. It actually had also to do with the fact that just before we did this show at the Serpentine in 95, Christian had done this exhibition at La Monnaie, not at La Monnaie, we have to start the sentence again. In 1995, just when we started Take Me I'm Yours, Christian had done this exhibition in Quai de la Gare in Paris.
Oui.
Where it was called Dispersion. Basically, visitors could take away from a big pile of clothes, items, and little by little the sculpture would disappear. It was obviously also the moment of Felix González Torres's, pieces which disappeared, the stacks and the candy pieces, and we felt that there was something in the air that actually that many artists started to work, with this idea of a work of art, which is more about dispersion, which is more about dissemination. So we did an exhibition where everything, could be taken away, and it created a big success in London with many, many, many visitors. And obviously it means that this exhibition was carried away into many apartments. So still today you see many apartments in London, the images of Hans-Peter Feldmann, the bag with the clothes of Christian, which people keep almost like a fetish, or you see some other items, the items of Gilbert and George, and some badges of Yoko Ono. And I think